Welcome to episode 8 of the Laced Up Podcast. Episode 8 is special. Reminds me of the number Kobe wore, the first number. So I
Heard 'em.
came in my Lakers hat gear. Yeah, man, I know it's one of Bowler's favorite
Oh, yeah.
players, if not his favorite
It
player
is my
ever.
favorite.
And yeah, let's just welcome
It's your
you
boy
guys,
Bowler.
yeah.
Steph here.
And we have a very, very, very special guest
Yes.
today, and I want to make sure I pronounce her name correctly. So is it Kimmiski?
Kimmiski.
Miss Kimmiski is here. Welcome
you
to
go.
the show.
Thank you for having me.
So excited.
It's spelled exactly the way it sounds, by the way. It's like it's Kim.
I
Miski.
didn't want to mess it up at
It's all
all.
good. I'm done charging people up about that.
Do people mess up your name a lot?
Yes, they add
What? Give me what
At
do
the
they say?
end,
I don't know.
Kaminsky,
Yeah.
Kimmiski,
Mm.
Kimski,
Kimmiski.
Kimmy's. So people read my Instagram name and they be like Kimmy's art, and I'll be like, you just missed like 3 whole letters, man. Like it's all good. Thank you for the
I think
love.
it's a baseball field.
Kissimmee Park.
Kissimmee. Okay,
Mhm.
close enough.
Close enough.
But she has a Nike shoe, if I'm not mistaken. Is it an Air Max 1? An Air Max 1 with the dopest colorways I've ever seen. And Steph, I'll let you take the.
Yes,
Take
I'm
away.
actually wearing the first gen
Oh wow,
Kaminsky Nike by You sneaker, and I'm like, I love these are my favorite out of
those
the
are
two.
dope.
Yeah, they are, girl. And so, but yes, like I've been following her for a while and kind of just intertwined, just going to different events. Shout out to Cassidy and Tasha. They've thrown
Words. I
some
look real.
crazy events. And just, like she's a dope creative. She's a teacher, art teacher. She's had like events with her students coming in with what is that, Foot Action?
Awesome.
We
Finish line?
did, we did House of Hoops for the
Mhm.
Jordan brand, and then I got them with Reebok in February to create their own shoes to represent Black History Month.
Awesome. That's
were,
dope.
were y'all
Crazy.
in the House of Hoops in the Galleria?
Yeah.
In Feb,
With
like around
Russell
All Star.
Westbrook.
I was in there. That's crazy. Okay.
Life is
Wow.
crazy,
Wow,
right?
that
Full
is
circle.
crazy.
Here
Right.
we
I
are.
was in there that day. I didn't buy nothing, but I was in there.
I didn't buy nothing I didn't buy nothing either.
Yeah. So, what made you, and how did you? Well, not how did you, because obviously you go to Nike and you get to create your own color, right?
No.
Or, no. Okay. So, could you explain?
Get
to
it.
us
Get it
how
right for
did
us. Get it
you
right for us.
Get into that
Right.
sneaker collaboration.
The way I got into it was really creepy because it's one of those things like my friend Kristen sent me this Instagram and it was like, hey, fill out this, this form, the little contest that you fill out. You
Yeah.
fill it out and
Yeah.
you don't really think
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Right, for
it's
sure.
gonna
Like,
be
it's gonna
me,
happen.
right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm working on like my spirituality, so let's manifest. So I like went through the process of like applying and like putting my best foot forward and just like knowing it was gonna happen. And it was like, hey, you got it. Woo.
Awesome.
And that was the first
Wow.
thing. It's literally that easy. It's crazy.
I thought it was gonna be some
So,
long drawn
like,
out
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
extensive, like-
So did you get
Yeah.
to choose what shoe you wanted to do? Because my favorite Air Max is Air Max 1. Everybody knows that. Like, if I had to choose a shoe, if I had to choose a Nike to wear every day, it'd probably be the Air Max 1.
You can dress it up.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can dress it
yeah.
up, and aesthetically, it's probably the best Air Max
Right.
that was made. So you chose the one to do. I guess.
chose the Air Max 1 because I like been creating on Nike by You for a while,
Yeah.
like ever since like college.
Right.
So with the Air Force 1, you have to remember that most of the shoe is leather and any fabric on the shoe is gonna make it look bulky. And I
Right.
didn't need that because I hate when I wear forces and my foot look like
Yeah, the
Mhm.
boats.
I remember Wayne's
Gotcha.
World and that big shoe that he
Right.
had. I be feeling like that.
Wink a wink, Wayne
So
head.
I don't really dig Air Force Ones to kind of customize them. So I was thinking like in the time and style that we in right now, runners are really in, but the Air Max 1 still give me true sneaker head. I can still put this on with anything.
Right.
And color stacking on the Air Max 1
Easy, 'cause so many
is
blocks,
easier,
yeah.
so you can like fully fill out the
Right.
shoe without it looking overcrowded and then
Right.
do crazy color blocks without it being like a stupid clown shoe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's why I like the Air Max
Okay,
1.
that's
Oh, man, that's a great answer. Man. I would
Like,
expect
golly.
that detailed of an answer, but that's a great reason for picking that shoe.
yeah.
I take details very seriously.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, were you into how far along? Well, let me ask you this: at what age did you get into art?
Mm, to know that I could draw was probably the 6th grade. I was
Mhm.
real big into anime,
Okay.
and the Hello Kitty store and all of them. My parents would take me and be like, "Girl, what is this?"
Yeah.
And in college,
What college did you go to?
I went to U of H.
Okay.
I went to SFA first and then U of H because
Gotcha.
people from SFA would be like, "You went to SFA?" Yes,
Yeah.
for 2 years I went there. Very dark times. But in SFA, to be very honest, I kept going to parties, and if you were there between 2008 to 2010, those are some of the most historic years at SFA. And to stay out of some of that trouble that happened in those historic moments,
You said
I
that.
picked up art.
Right.
And
That's
I
great.
was locking myself in my room and just kind of being like, "Oh no, y'all!" And my friends would get super mad about it, but after a while, they would just pre-party at my house and leave me there.
Oh.
That would be the move, and so
Right.
I would get all the pre-fun and then get to stay and do my own thing.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, I would not have been as strong as you if somebody
I'm
do
scary though.
You are.
I'm scary, so I'm real scared to get in trouble. I'm scared for like terrible things to happen.
Yeah,
to
me
other
too. I'm
people.
That's a
scared
good
too.
thing.
Yeah, I'm scared.
So
Yeah, no, we're in the same class. Being scary and stuff like that. I would have been scared too, but I would have went.
Still would have gone.
I
would've
still
went.
went sometimes. So you
Tiptoe
right.
in there. Yeah, nah, that's great. Do you believe that the art is what carried you over into the sneakers and how you design your sneakers and what colors you pick and all of that stuff? Does that help you? Like, does your art mind frame help you with the design of your sneakers? I'm sure it does.
Absolutely, because it gets down to I saw, and this is just me like making an observation and like the experiment that we went through for the first drop is understanding color palettes and actually being into shoes. My goal for the first shoe was to make it so ugly that it was tight. Like none of the actual colors in the shoe actually go together if you look at it. The
Wow.
only thing that ties it together is the base and the base and the sole, the white and the brown. That makes you colorblind all of the rest of it out, and you like, I can wear this with anything. So when your outfits change, you focusing on one color, not the whole shoe.
You
So,
you
clear
amazing.
view.
You are
Went with
amazing.
the
But,
yellow.
like
Right.
you blowing me away right now.
Right. That is
I told
dope.
y'all she was dope.
Yeah, that's crazy that you
Thanks.
can. Is that something that you learned within art, like the color, or was that through experimentation?
that's through my love of tennis shoes and tired of seeing like when the whole air the ones craze is going on. I'm looking at some of the colorways that's coming out. That's why I was so happy when the Unions came out, because I was like, the Union ones, I was like, this is a ugly, pretty shoe. They
Right.
ripped it apart. They added some texture. They gave us pops of color. It was like a general shoe that we could all wear. And then you gave us 2 variations of the shoe. It was a well put together collaboration.
Yeah.
They had me scared on this next one, but I done saw the pictures, so I'm ready to kind of play
Right.
about the 4, because I don't play about 4s. The long tongue is like, that's classic. Don't
We've
mess
all
with
been
it.
going back
And
and
they're
forth on
fold
these
down.
That-
It's
that's
just
my
like,
thing.
I
Like
said I gotta get them.
it's
When-
almost like
After.
somebody going bald fade when they normally have more hair than that.
Yeah.
It just don't
Yeah.
look
Right.
real.
Like that tongue is what, that's my thing. That tongue is what got me. I'm like, I cannot do this. The 4 tongue is what makes the shoe pop. Right.
It just reminded me of Elmer Fudd for no reason, like Elmer Fudd with his hat off.
Oh,
That's exactly
like,
what it felt
Elmer
like.
always gotta
How
have
just
his
like
hat on.
bald all the way
Yeah.
through. It wasn't a good look. Just saying.
I must say I'm like super impressed by you, like for real. Like,
this guy Philip.
Nah, for real. Like y'all don't understand. I'm
Mind is
impressed.
blown.
Yeah, because it's like you thinking about those color palettes. You making this reference with Elmer Fudd with the hat off with the tongue, and then you just paying attention to detail. If you were paying attention to sneakers that are being released, and you like, okay, and you dissecting this and that, and then you have the opportunity to build your shoe, and then you come up with this dope pattern, and then the way you described how you came up with this, just like it's very impressive. So I mean,
Thank you.
you're dope. You're dope.
So my question is so you're on your second pair. They came back to you again to do it, or you had to do the whole process again of applying and
No, this is pure manifesting, and I was like, I literally, after I got this one, I was like, I'm gonna get a second shoe. And everybody that I met, I would tell, I'm gonna get a second shoe. And I think you even heard me say that when we went to the gallery at Finish Line.
Yeah.
So I would tell people I'm getting a second shoe. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get it. And so C&K Daily had been trying to reach out for like a month, and then the last 2 weeks of us trying to get in touch with me because my email was wrong on my Instagram. Check your Instagram emails. Check that email, make sure it's right. And they finally reached out, and we created the shoe. We put out 3 different versions. People voted on it. It's actually just a promotion for Nike by You.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's dope.
That was dope how y'all did like the whole process, like allowed everybody to vote on each sneaker. And then that's the one that y'all went with. That was pretty
And
cool.
I was not sure which one everybody was going to go with. I was not. And then at the last minute, we changed it to an electric blue because the original version is a navy blue, but I was just like, nah, that electric on pop.
Right.
Clear at the bottom, and then that's what it was.
Well, I want to know if you could talk to the people because I got a couple shoe designs in my head. I always wanted to put Scooter on the side of the shoe.
Scooter.
Okay.
Nike ID.
So my thing is, I tell people all the time because I'm about full transparency.
Yeah.
I do not have a personal Nike Connect. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like I don't personally have one,
Right.
but I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, you are.
I can't
you
keep putting out tight shoes and then multiple hundreds of people are buying them and then y'all don't know who I am.
you
At
are.
some point you're gonna learn who I am.
Oh
So,
yeah, you are.
Yeah, I
you
feel
are.
that.
That's for sure.
Talk your
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
For
I
real.
like how you keep saying that you're manifesting. So yeah,
it's very
everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think everybody used to do it. You'll try to sketch your own shoe and like the Nike symbol, and you put your little name or you have your little signature ready.
I swear I designed like 3 shoes for Dion. He ain't ever get them, but I know I
Right.
did it.
So it's like,
Yeah.
to see that come alive, like, okay, how does that feel? Like, how does that feel? Like, I created that. Like,
I haven't indulged in taking that ego side in, like, yeah, I did it. Because when you start to play into your ego like that, that's when you start blocking your opportunities just because you're so focused on what you've
What you did.
already done. You're not
Yeah.
looking ahead to where you're going.
got you.
So there will be a time where like I was telling her, I'd have like a bad day and then I get on Instagram and somebody would be like, got them on. And I'd be like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for making my day. So it does like make my day to see people wearing them and enjoying them and being like, I felt cute today in them, or
But you got more
everybody asks
coming.
me where, but to hype myself up about it is out of pocket because I'm really ain't getting paid for it. So what's the hype about?
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean it that way. Just thinking about it, like, man, I did that.
It's unbelievable.
There you go. That's probably the answer I was looking for.
It don't seem- that was a better answer.
Yeah.
But it's unreal for sure.
I'm definitely, because if I seen a shoe, somebody walked through and it said Scooter or my nickname Freaky Field.
We got them.
I mean, listen, man, I would be thrilled.
I'll
take a picture with
I'm gonna
you.
let you know something. I ain't buying a shoe
not
that say
buying a
Freaky Phil
single-
on the side. I can tell you that right now, Phil. So you got one less buyer than me.
This is how you get people. You put FP.
Yeah.
I got a homie that called me FP, but look, y'all got Greek Freak shoe, and his shirt say Freak with a Nike shirt.
I didn't buy that. You did.
I did.
I was about to say,
I added
nah.
a little wildness so it
Nobody.
say Freaky. But that's just me being goofy. Who I am. Y'all got any more questions for it?
Yeah, so of course, like your collab would be like the top collab, but like if you could collab with any other like company, would it still be Nike, or would you collab with anybody else?
So recently I've been thinking about that. And the only shoe that I can think of, like really off the top of my head, is I want to do a anniversary collab of Run DMC and Adidas, like the classic. Like
Shell toe?
come out with like 3 different versions for each of the members.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because a lot of people don't even understand that Adidas is what ties sneakers into
The
our
rap
hip hop
game. Yeah.
And like the younger kids who are like going out getting bots and just rushing to get shoes just to wear them and flex on them don't even understand the history behind what we standing so hard for and what the old people like. We can't never get nothing. Y'all don't understand that it was us. The
Right,
only reason
right.
you really like it is because of
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Right.
They call
So-
retros for a reason.
Exactly.
So I'd really like to pay homage to that original Adidas.
That's dope. That's dope.
Black
That'd be a
and
dope
white
collab. That'd be
That's-
something
That's
to look at.
once again you impressing me, man.
Adidas, hello,
I am
Adidas.
blown away, man. That is crazy to know that you know that history of Run DMC and their sneakers and how they
Yeah.
used to rock them and what was it, my Adidas?
Yeah.
And, you
Yeah.
know, just all
That
of that.
story
Like,
is crazy.
Like she said, like the kids going out there and just buying up all the sneakers to resell them don't understand. Like y'all can get on a computer to buy these sneakers, man. We used to stand in line.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to stand in line to get a sneaker.
And then have to
Yep.
make your pair from like the beginning of the school year
To
straight
last the
until,
whole
like,
year.
like
last
back
to that Christmas
December.
break.
Back
Yes.
to December.
Yeah.
You better
Yeah.
not come with like a crimp or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we had to say like cardboard and
Yeah.
Man, you
Too
put all
brushed
you
up.
roll the sock inside when you're not wearing them. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
man, we had some stories.
I think
so
I got an actual story from my daddy that like we was walking home or something like that, and the sidewalk ran out, and I had on some Forces, had on a mid top all whites, and he said I walked in the street, and he got mad at me because I walked in the street instead of walking in the dirt.
oh yeah, we
But
don't
that's
walk
my
in there.
shoes.
Nah,
Like,
no,
it's
no,
not
icy
fair.
whites.
Yeah.
It's more
Pop saying
dangerous to walk in
understand.
the dirt than
Yeah.
go to school with dirty shoes.
Yeah,
than to go to
yeah.
somebody's car. Somebody will swerve around me. I'll be
Yeah.
like,
That'd be okay.
Pop saying understand. I'm glad you put him on game, man. He was mad at you for a while about that.
I don't understand because he has one of the biggest shoe collections I've ever seen.
Oh,
So
wow.
Oh, so it's
he was,
passed down.
yeah.
So
Okay.
what is he?
Oh, okay.
What is he on Nike or is
He
it?
used to be all Nike, but as he's gotten in his older age, he thinks like, of course, you know, like Nike owns like Kenneth Cole and stuff
Right.
like that. So now he's went into like the Kenneth Cole side and be like, oh yeah, and he be sending me these like sugar daddy shoes is what I call them. And I be like, oh man, them cool. And he'll be like, you don't like them. I'll be like, no, but they fit you.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, 'cause you
Sugar
like
daddy
them.
shoes.
They sugar daddy shoes.
How does Pop feel that you have done this shoe? What did he say? What was his reaction?
Oh, my daddy is really proud, but my daddy is really hard on his kids. I'm one of 8.
Oh wow.
So, and I'm the closest, I'm one of the oldest. So like accomplishments are like, what's next?
Yeah.
So that's really where I get it from. Like, congratulations. Are we
On
gonna
to
make
the next
something out
one.
of this?
Right.
Or are we
Yeah.
just gonna sit and bask in the regular?
Right.
If you let me ask you this, Bola. If you had the opportunity to make a shoe and it was hot, I'm sure it would be, and you went and told your parents, what you think their reaction would be?
Probably the first thing. How much do they cost?
Yeah.
Like they gonna say, am I beating people over the head for them? Or my parents are cost, right?
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
about
Right.
cost.
Mhm.
Can everybody get them?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the first thing to ask.
So basically, you gonna have like a Steph Marbury shoe. Okay, next. Steph, what would your parents' reaction be?
They would probably be proud just because I've spent so much money on sneakers
Right.
and their money on sneakers. It would just be like, oh, so you actually did something
Mhm.
with this this world that you're in.
Right.
Yeah.
They
That was
would
a
be
real thing.
proud, you
Yeah.
know, but my parents are kind of like yours. Like, it's just like, okay, this is dope. This is cool.
Cool.
We
what
gonna
it-
let you ride this out for the next like week or two. But
Right.
like, okay, so are we gonna make money from this?
Right.
Or like
Mm.
what's next?
Right.
So yeah, my mom reaction would be a little different. On the way driving to her house, I would call the ambulance and tell them that I'm about to tell my mama something. I'm sure she's gonna pass out. If I say, "Hey, ma, I have a shoe," she gonna be like, "Scooter, don't play with me." I'm gonna say, "Yeah, ma, I have a shoe," cause she knows that I used to drive her crazy about shoes.
Right.
Like, ma,
Yep.
please, I'm not wearing no sandals. I'm not wearing this, and that. And she used to be like, you think you too good, and she used to despise Michael Jordan. So I used to be in front of the TV watching Michael Jordan games and stuff, and she'll be like, "Why do you like him so much? What does he do? What's so
His
special
swag.
about him?"
Man.
I'm like, "Ma, he floats on air." No, he don't.
Like, yeah, he
you
does.
know, like she'll
Yeah.
just
No, he
tell me those
does.
things, but she know that I have a huge love for sneakers, so she'll just probably be proud and my mom is weak. She is just passed out. So I had to call the ambulance and have them take her to the hospital. So
Question for you. So if you were to do another shoe and you couldn't choose the Air Max 1, what would it be?
Does it have to be with Nike?
It can be not Adidas, not the shell toe. I
Not
want
the
you to,
shell toe.
yeah.
I would definitely like my stab at A6.
this lady
Yeah.
is
A6 or New Balance. I like my
Mm.
stab at that because the way the
A6,
shoe is
A6.
broken up, it's
Yeah.
so much play space. And Sean Witherspoon,
Oh my gosh.
oh, I'm hoping.
Well,
I'm
they come out what,
praying
the
for
15th?
those.
Yes.
Yeah.
15th?
Oh my
14th,
God. But the
15th,
way
yeah.
that like color
It's on
playing,
Atmos and
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
When
That
they
shoe is
when they hit
Sean Witherspoon, he's a dope creative too. Like
Yeah.
he
Mhm.
the way he plays with colors,
Yeah, I love
right?
it.
It's
Mhm.
always the goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays with colors. He doesn't care. He's gonna throw him some yellows. He just plays
love
and
yellow.
Mhm.
and
Love
he
yellow.
does his thing. I love the way he styles his shoes.
Yeah.
Like it's dope.
Yellow and green are like the colors right now. Like I
Right.
got a Seattle Sonics hat
Okay.
that I'm like really busting out right now just because it's got all the colors
All
that
the
I
colors.
need.
Right.
I've been playing with that colorway
Yeah.
like for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was really on to something with that team.
Another thing that's impressive about you is this hat. Like a lot of people don't know about nerd. Like the newer kids, they don't
Oh
know
no, they would never
about,
know
Yeah.
NERD.
you know,
Never.
Mm-mm.
and that hat, man, is so fly to me.
Thank you.
You and another person I just seen, it was like a celebrity had on the yellow one, and I was like, oh my god, where did they get that from? So Offset, I was asking you where you got it from, and what'd you tell me?
Amazon.
That's crazy. How much was
Amazon.
it?
It was like less than $20. It had to be. It depends on like what color you get, and like
Yeah,
Amazon have is different. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you shouldn't be spending more than $20 on it.
right. Nah,
Right.
that's crazy because that hat was hard to get back in the Gap. you know?
Right, but now it's a nostalgic piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For
If
sure.
you ain't catch that at Hot Topic, you was missing out.
Right.
For real.
Oh my
For
god,
real.
the days are spinning hot
Oh my
topic.
God.
Man, I had so many band tees. Like
Man.
I was a hot like.
I went through a whole punk rock phase, like
Oh wow.
For real?
all
Yep.
black Jinko pants,
See,
chains.
we just talked
See,
about
I just
talked about
talked
Michael
about
Jordan and
that.
his Jinko pants.
So
I
did
wore
it.
I was in
Jinkos
Jinko like
faithfully.
that?
Yes,
That's
like
a
to the
real
point where I was.
thing.
It was getting stuck in my chain on
Yeah,
the bike.
and like on my shoes at the back, it'll just be like a large
Yeah.
asshole with my shoes.
So where
supposed to
did
be.
they sell Jinko pants at? At the
Hot
gas
Top?
station?
No,
No,
they
at
had them at like Hot Topic.
Hot
yeah.
Topic.
Oh,
they-
okay.
You know
Yeah.
them black pants that you saw the kids in, and you was just kind of scared of
The-
the kids. I used to be a part of that group. I was
And
kind of
they
black
you
kid
know
in
they
that
had
group.
that meme of them dancing like this
Oh, yeah,
to every song. They put every song on there.
Wow. Okay.
Only thing I didn't do was like the halfway fishnet shirt because my
Oh,
mom
yeah.
was like, "Girl, hell no."
Honey,
Honey,
is not happening.
She was not having it. She didn't understand it at all. It's very funny.
Well, that's well, let me ask you this question. I got one more question for you. When they came to you and everything was official and it was like, okay, we want you to come up with this. What was your mindset going into making this shoe? Was you like, I'm gonna make the dopest shoe ever of colors that I can think of? Like, what was your mindset going into making that shoe?
The first one was
The first one, yes.
I wanted to make it like nobody else's shoe, and I knew everybody would play with like a real simple colorway, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just make it like a real ugly shoe and see if it worked." So that was like the 5th version of the shoe that I made for the first one, and then for the second one, I actually had vertigo. And if you don't know what vertigo is, like you have real bad dizzy spells. I had vertigo, so I was literally laying down like on the floor of my iPad turned sideways, just scrolling through colors and putting the shoe together. My boyfriend was like, "You all right?" I'll be like, "Yep, I got like 24 hours to turn this in." And I did that like for like 3 days over the weekend. And I turned it in and people liked them. I was like, y'all don't
Like,
know.
this is dope.
I was really in there just looking like, man, I hope this works.
Right.
I ain't gonna turn down the opportunity though.
Right, right,
Here we
right.
go.
Man, come on. If you got vertigo and you making stuff sell
Right.
out,
You
like
know you-
you
Yeah.
are the one,
Everybody
man.
picking it
You are the
up.
one the Lord chose. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, I'm
man.
happy
It
to
ain't
be
PJ.
here.
So like,
I ain't gonna let us down.
Go ahead.
So you as a teacher, because I know we talk about you as like a creative and artist, but as a teacher, how do you share your love for sneakers with your students and like what do they think? Because I think for them it has to be dope to have a teacher that's like collabed and everything with Nike and everything?
You know, it's a real balance. Like when the first, like I'm teaching high school now, and I used to teach middle school, and my middle school kids that were still in middle school made it a really big deal. They were like, "Oh my God, Miss Adams is famous," and I was like, "Nope, I'm not." And so they would like rush up to, when they got them, they rushed up to my room. They'd be like, "Good morning, Miss Adams," and it was just like the cutest thing ever.
That's cool.
And everybody in high school was like, "Yeah, she tight." And they stopped being mean to me, but I'm mean to kids, if that makes a difference in the nicest way.
You still gotta be.
So the weird jokes stopped happening. I got like respect on campus at this point because she's not like one of them peon teachers. Like, she's a cool teacher.
Yeah.
And then
So do you wear your sneakers to school?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Like we had this thing where everybody was kind of scared to wear their kicks at school. And like there's this teacher that I work with. If y'all thought like my shoe game was crazy, she wears them. Oh my gosh. She has some shoes that probably none of us has seen since like 95.
Oh wow.
So we were talking about one day of just like keep wearing our tennis shoes to work. And so what I did was like kept wearing them. And I saw her, she would wear cooler kicks with cuter outfits, and I'd be like, okay, so I'm gonna try something else tomorrow. so we low key snuck it in. And when we were talking about the next year, they were talking about like tennis shoes and like wearing sneakers, and we were like, it's kind of not the same. Can we make sure this is like added in? And that's how it got solidified, because we was like, I'm not finna keep wearing flats. That's not even
right.
I can't even function.
Nah, that's cool right there. That's real cool.
So yeah, my kids think it's. They think it's cool because I think they secretly brag on me, but the high schoolers will never tell me to my face.
Of course not. They gotta stay cool.
It's very hurtful, and I tell them we should be expressing our feelings. You should tell me how cool I am.
The high schoolers too fly.
Don't hold that in, man.
Your 3 favorite shoes.
Yes.
Did you bring your 3 favorite shoes?
3 favorite shoes that I possess. Yes.
Okay.
We're
gonna get them on the set. Here we
Y'all
go.
make me feel special on the set.
Yeah.
On the set.
On the set.
I'm excited for you to open these.
All
up
right.
and
I'm gonna have to
We need
scoot this
these.
back a little bit.
No,
All right. So the first one that is on the top is the second release. I can pass
my
those
God.
down if you would like to. If you look,
Get a good look. Just in case you didn't see him.
Nice.
So
What size is this?
It's a 5.5. Don't.
Wait, can you wear kids?
I wear kids.
Oh my.
You're lucky.
I was trying to figure out what size this is, but
I wear a 5.5 in kids. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Hey, look.
The initials on the
shoes.
back say Q20 CR8. So the promotion was about creating in quarantine.
Yeah.
So these are like the only quarantine drop that I've seen. That's like an actual
wow.
quarantine shoe. So if you look into like commemorate the times, get a quarantine
Fire.
Air Max.
Yeah,
that was it came out so wild. Like I put it together and I was like, when I saw the clear bottom, I was like, oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clear.
the ice bottom, you can't. I'm sorry, but like you can't go wrong with a ice bottom.
But you don't want to know the crazier part? The crazier part about all this is because I made these on Nike by You. They didn't give me like some special, set of codes and nothing like
So
that.
anybody
like,
can go on there.
Everybody can go on and make a tight shoe if they want to. You can get out of the rat race. if
My
you would
thing
like
is,
to.
I hate waiting. That's 6
These
weeks.
came like in a week and a half. They
Oh,
doing
they
them
did?
faster now. The game done changed.
Remember back in the day, you
Oh,
went to
wow.
You
Nike.
had to wait like 2
Remember-
months.
Or you had to go to New
long.
York and go to the Nike store in New York to
the
make your
game has
I don't have time
changed.
for
Wow.
like
Wow.
6
Wow.
weeks for
Week
my
and a
shoe.
half.
I'm like, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Like a
Yeah,
week
these
and a
are
half.
tight. I can't lie. These are super tight.
Thank you.
Yeah. That gold. What made you put that gold in? I want to know.
I've been, like I said, I've really been rocking with yellow. It's my happy
Yellow
color.
is my
Yeah,
yellow
Dope
and
color.
greens.
Yeah,
Yellow
yellow is
and
my
greens
favorite
is
color.
it's automatic, but I went more with a primary style. So if you look at the way it's built, blow your mind real quick.
Please.
You
do.
got blue and yellow. Blue and yellow make
Okay.
what color?
green.
Green.
Mm.
I was trying to
We
help
tell
you.
them
we in our class
What's
right
your-
now.
You don't remember the color wheel?
What's your
I'm
last?
going
Listen,
through
man.
my mind like
What's your last primary color?
Tell me.
green.
You ain't teaching mode. Go ahead. Tell me.
Red. On the
Red.
inside.
Red. Wow.
Wow.
That
Red.
makes sense.
So it's a primary color shoe.
A shoe that makes sense. How about that, Bo?
With a
What?
secondary color because this
Yeah.
is the second shoe.
Wow. You see what I'm
Bars.
saying?
What's
Bars.
that? That means
This is
Bars.
Yo, this episode right here might go down in the history book.
Bars.
This
Wait, we
lady
need
is very
that
impressive, man.
that emoji with the
Yeah.
mind blown.
We need some type of explosion when she said that
Right.
on the thing, man.
Dropping
Because
gems.
that's
Drop
crazy
the
that you.
bomb.
Did you just come up? Did you freestyle that?
I
It
did.
was off the dome.
I wish I
Off the
could
dome
rap.
piece.
I can't. I try to put this on a
Put this
beat.
on
It's
album.
gonna be terrible. But
It came out so smooth.
Just
I'm
saying.
not gonna lie to you.
keep you on your
Alright.
toes. All
For
right.
sure.
So we're gonna move to the second pair. That throws me off guard every time I do that. Because I don't put my shoes up. That's the main problem. The second shoe is the original Never Fold.
Mm-hmm.
So the initials on the
Sweet.
back
Never
of
Fold,
these
yeah.
are, well, you got them on, so you
Yep.
don't really need
SC.
them. Stay creative, never
Oh,
fold.
okay.
So me personally, I'm a really big fan of Nipsey Hussle, more so of his intellect than music, as unfortunate as that is.
Yeah.
But this shoe is like a true testament because like before I was teaching or anything like that, I was like living out of a studio, low-key homeless,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of feeling my way through like that broke homeless artist
Yeah,
phase, and it
yeah.
was trash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recommend anybody doing that, bro. I swear to God, the experience is not.
It doesn't make you
it's
more
not worth
creative.
It
Yeah.
didn't. It actually stressed me out because I was putting that pressure of creating
Yeah.
to survive.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
when
If
you
it's not
gotta
a love,
eat and
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
being picky
Yeah.
about a
Yeah.
pain, you like, bro, I'm finna beat you up. I'm trying to
Yeah.
like, you came to me for a reason. And you get like that artist ego, and so I was like, I want to try something different, and
Yeah.
teaching ended up being it. But it's stay creative, never fold. No
Mhm.
matter what the challenges are, I was still creating. Even when I started teaching, I didn't have a lot of time to create, but I used it as that time to wind down and like connect with myself to create.
That's
So
dope.
That's,
Yeah.
stay creative,
that's
never
crazy.
fold.
This is missing. You see that it's a SC and it should be a OOTER.
Bruh.
Boy.
Are we gonna have to hand
Shut
paint you some
up.
shoes at that school?
I'm playing. But this
Good
nigga
Lord.
is dope. This nigga is too dope.
Thank you.
I couldn't help myself.
These are not available anymore. They actually sold out in the 3 days that they were available,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
you can't even
3
find the
days.
colorway.
They
Period.
won't
on
even
that
let the
coming
color
out.
on the
So if you got these are absolutely the end.
101.
Oh, Steph got them.
Listen, she been working on her collection and she not playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Not playing at all.
And the last version gives me some true joy
Mm.
because I found these after
my
I have
God.
sold them.
Okay.
Nike
Oh.
Blazer is one of my
Blazer.
favorite
I love
silhouettes
Yes.
blazers.
Blazers
ever.
are fire.
And
Yes.
to be honest, you have to come from a very specific era to
Wow.
appreciate a Nike Blazer.
Yeah.
I love
We
the
talking
blazers.
2010.
Yeah.
No, 2005, 6
Yeah,
to about
05,
10.
06.
Because people were still in the club with big shirts, big pants, and
Yeah.
some
I
Nike
gotta-
Blazers. We was in
I
there.
have to find that picture, Law. I have on some red and blue Blazers, jeans
I know
or size
exactly which ones you're talking about.
with the silver check.
With the silver check.
I
Everybody
had on
was
a
Usher.
size
love
46
Had to have a
jeans.
We always bought blazers.
That's because they come so hard
They're
over that
sick.
little bubble. You was just
My
tight.
jeans were so huge, and my shirt was like 4X. It's a horrible picture,
4X.
but I'm gonna make sure I get it to you so y'all can see
I'm
that me
glad
with
we
my
got
Blazers.
it.
But I mean,
this shoe dope. though.
It ties into the era of like you remember Cassidy and
Yeah.
Usher and that era. You
Yeah.
were just tight.
Yeah, I
That
thought I
drink
was
came
so
out two
fly.
step.
These came out, I believe, in 2009. I
that
sold
was a
them
fly.
in college because I needed to survive.
Mhm.
And then I remembered them, so I went on the GOAT. I was like, maybe they got them there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they didn't because I had lost another raffle. So I was like, I'm gonna find a shoe that can't nobody else find. It ain't hyped yet. And so I went on eBay and I asked them to FaceTime me, and they actually did
Oh,
with the
wow.
shoes because I wanted to make sure they were real.
Right.
And these came out when I was heavy into the clothing line, Married to the Mob.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like a specific shirt with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna find this shirt so I can
Yeah.
recreate that
Mhm.
fit. But like these are like some of the shoes that I wear that nobody really realized they
Right.
still exist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So these are my
Yeah.
favorites.
That's fire.
That's
a
dope.
statement
That's
piece
dope.
right there.
It's
That
a
is.
statement piece. It's very fashionable. It goes really cute with dresses.
Yep.
You know,
I
trying
was
to
about
do
to
it
say, you
look
can-
classy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I used to get clowned for going to the club in tennis shoes. Like I was telling her, and my friends be like, "You ain't got no heels." And now every
Right.
time we
Mhm.
go to the club, now do these tennis shoes look cute?
Right.
I
Like
guess.
so now y'all want to wear
And they be like, "I don't know how to wear tennis shoes and cute outfits." Of
Mhm.
course you don't.
Right.
You weren't born with it.
So yeah, those are my top 3 that I own.
That's
For
dope.
sure.
That's a great 3 right there. No lie, that's a
you.
great 3. Next question: is there anybody that you look to for inspiration when creating, period. I don't care if it's your sneakers or just your artwork or whatever. Give me your top 3 inspirations
Ooh.
that inspired you, just period. Whether it's a sneaker game, whether it's in fashion, whether
And then I
it's in
want
art.
everybody to.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. I'll ask everybody.
All right. Sneakers, fashion.
Whatever you pick.
I hate it, but it's actually Virgil, 50 Virgil.
Mm.
And I only say that because I feel like he got it in him to kind of, change the pace of like where he at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But his designs are fire, so I really can't knock that.
Yeah.
See, Virgil, to me, like I've always said, Virgil is more of a take what you have already and add different aesthetics to it.
Right.
Like I want to see him actually create something.
But see, you looking for the wrong person, because if you're looking for that kind of person, you're gonna go to Jerry Lorenzo.
Yeah, of course, Jerry. But Jerry's everybody's off the Kanye tree to me. Like, right?
For sure.
So when Jerry's a creative, and I think Virgil is in that space too, but he's a different type of creative. Yeah, he's a different kind of creative. So his stuff, I love what he does, but I want to see him create, not add.
Well, y'all clowned him on that Pop Smoke, so I don't think he'll be making it from scratch.
I don't think when he tried to create Pop Smoke album, I'm like, this what you came up with, bro?
No.
So it's just like
it's also the same mind that gave you that super tight statue in the Louis Vuitton store and the 2-story Louis Vuitton store. So
that's true.
You take what you get.
Right.
Some are hit, some fail. So.
That's true. So you got Virgil.
I got Virgil. Jay-Z for sure, business wise.
Like
using what you got as leverage is like my whole basis, like knowledge, business, whatever. I need to always have the upper hand, especially with going against the giant. That's what Jay-Z taught me. And Beyonce.
Okay.
Beyonce for sure. Like, it's crazy how big she is. It's the Carters. It's like the Carters and Virgil.
Right.
Guess we'll add him. Kanye West would be in it if I had a fourth, but
those are the top 3.
Those are the top 3.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, I went to a Beyonce concert and I never got it at first, but after I left the concert, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I was
it's phenomenal.
Until you go to a Beyonce concert, you don't get it. I'm like, why y'all so into? I said, all the single ladies, all the single. I was like,
everybody don't realize.
No, seriously.
Everybody that I showed them that video of her falling down an entire flight of steps, singing
"Where
I Let You Go," and then got up and swung up on and
like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. Sis, you just failed. Are you okay?
Talented. Steph, what's your 3?
I mean, fashion wise, I really love Tiana Taylor. A lot of people. I mean, she's off and on with a lot of people, but
she's
I
fly.
really.
But she
evolved.
Like,
she has
evolution.
But that's what I love about her. Like she's evolved, and people have always had their views and opinions on her and what she stands for and things like that. But I like the transition. Like I like to see people from then and now.
Right.
So I picked up her. She did the answers, the all reds.
Yeah.
I got that, and then when she collabed with Jordan and had the whole like clothing line, I picked up some pants and stuff that sold out.
Yeah.
But I love her, and I mean, this is gonna sound really corny, but like my parents, like
that's
because
dope.
like I really look to them. I'm not really big on like looking to celebrities and because it's kind of jaded a little bit,
right?
But like my parents give me everything that I need, and I look for them for everything, all the inspiration.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
could not show my parents this video because they're gonna be like, "Oh, so you ain't pick me? She
So
picked her parents."
She said 3, not 5.
What you got, Bo?
I'm gonna go, of course, Kobe.
Probably
my one. I'm gonna go I go Kobe because I feel like he felt as if he was an underdog in everything he did, even though he was on top.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to think like that because most of the time when you get to the top, you're at the top.
That's right.
And then you're just looking down on everybody. Kobe wasn't like that. He was at the top and still acted as if he had more to prove.
Right.
I'm gonna go, of course, my wife and kids. And then third, I'm gonna have to go with MJ. Just the killer mentality. The the cockiness, right? Because you always have to have a little cockiness in everything
it's
you
a must.
do. Because sometimes you have to. I feel like you have to trick yourself into thinking you're the one, even though you might not be the one. You got to tell yourself.
You definitely do.
Yeah.
So those are my 3.
Okay, my 3 would be it's pretty much been the same all my life. So I grew up without a father, so I really look to these guys for different things. So number 1, of course, would be Michael Jordan. I just, like Bola said, he had a killer mentality. He was so cool, so suave. So he gave off this feeling that made you as a kid, like if you seen this commercial, your heart would beat fast.
Man, that Gatorade commercial still gives me chills.
You know, if you hear that song, sometimes it's like, oh my God, it sends you back into that time. So it's just like
the door and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so Mike had a lot of influence on my life. Number 2 would be Jay-Z. I used to think, man, this dude is not that good looking, and I don't think that I'm that good looking. Like we got big lips, and so I automatically looked at him and seen myself, and I was like, 2 ugly dudes. Maybe I can rap, you know. Like, so I tried my hand at rapping, but he inspired me though through his lyrics. I'm like, man, he likes the finer things in life.
Man, Jay painting a picture of like we can all attain what he's talking about.
Early 1996. I mean, like I said, I grew up in Houston, so everybody's listening to Screw. Everybody is just on this whole different wave than I was, and he'll be like, "Phil, what you listening to?" I'm like, Jay-Z. Like, who is that? I got into a heated argument with somebody telling me Zero better than Jay-Z. What? But Jay is inspiration. And then the last person might be crazy, but Denzel Washington.
That's not crazy.
Because as I got older, I thought I started looking good, and I started, you know.
God.
So
Cut.
No.
To be
Right.
That's what I get.
Everybody was like, okay, Denzel.
No. But seriously, Denzel, because every time he spoke, it was something powerful, and it was something that I'll never forget. And when he did the Malcolm X movie, I was blown away. I'm a big movie person. I'm like really into movies, and when he portrayed Malcolm X the way that he did, I was like, yo, this man is incredible. Like, I already knew it from Mo Better Blues, and I just used to follow Denzel. I don't know why. It just his acting and the way that he can create things. My favorite movie, I actually seen it the other day, is John Q. Like, that movie makes me cry.
Yeah.
Man, and you already know the outcome,
know it,
but you still
and you just
cry.
cry like he played that role so well. So I'm just into people reaching the highest peak of the plateau and just, you know, blowing you away. So that's why when you got here and you start talking, it's like sometimes you'll think, okay, she's going to, and then once you get into it and you start telling me more detail, you blew me away. So that's why I told you I'm impressed. Yeah, no doubt.
Wow.
So yeah. I'm sorry mine was so long, my bad.
Got
any water?
Version.
Any water?
The extended version.
The 30-minute top 3.
Oh my God. So what's next? Let's talk about upcoming releases for women. Do you guys know what's coming up for women besides the Laser 3s, which we talked about? The Laser Jordan 3s.
It's rumored them Off-White 4s gonna come out, but I don't know if they're exclusively women.
Oh, what
with the black? They're men's.
They're men's.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
know
really?
they're gonna run in women's sizes too.
Yeah.
What color? Hold on. What?
The regular black and red.
No. I'm
Which
talking
one?
about the prototypes of the baby blue.
I thought they weren't coming out. I thought
that's what I'm saying. If they run the prototype from those, then
it was the baby blue, the
that would
green.
definitely be an instant cop.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's some serious colors.